3, 2,
I gotta poop.
1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoking Around, episode number 15. I am so happy to be with you guys. It's been a while, I know, but finally we're back. We're back. We're ready to go. We're shining through, and like the sky, we are filled with stars tonight. RG is joining us. RG is joining us tonight. He is my special guest. This big, handsome, bearded man that you see right next to me, towards my right, your left, probably. He's an exciting person, I must say. I am excited to have him here. I don't know. The first time that I saw him, how I got to know him was literally in a classroom, I believe.
Yeah. 2015.
2015, yes. God damn, has it been that long?
I guess so, dude.
2015. This guy, I saw this guy and I'm like, oh man, this guy looks like he was a funny guy. He sat next to me. He was always fucking around, you know. The teacher allowed it to a certain extent, I remember.
Yeah.
Years later, I saw him at the gym, and I don't know. I felt the connection, man.
No homo.
No homo. Thank you for. I wouldn't have thrown that out there. You know, I would have just fucking. Hey, he never said no homo. RG would be sweating. You know, he would go home.
The whole podcast, like
exactly, like, hey man,
that dude's gay.
Hey man, can we like cut it? Like,
we cut that scene.
But I don't know. I felt like I wanted to hear some more about him and get to know him a little better. So this interview, this show is dedicated to him and getting to know him a little better. And just not even just that, we have great topics for you guys tonight. So we hope you guys enjoy him. I know that it's been sort of a weird week for all of us. Today is March 19th, so you guys have a reference point of when we're shooting this, because we never know when we're gonna finish and edit and put it out there on the net. So it's been a rough week for a lot of us, a weird week. And RG, I just want to start by having you telling us a little bit about yourself. Did you grow up here in the Valley, or what's your story? Let us know a little bit about you.
So yeah, my family, because I grew up with my immediate family. They're all from Mexico, Chihuahua, Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
Chihuahua right here, man.
Nice.
Chihuahua right here all the way.
Hell yeah, small world. And then, but yeah, I was the only one out of my immediate family that was born here in shithole Grand Junction, Colorado.
Hey, he had these little things.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, but for the 80% of it, yes, it is. There is some bad things going on here.
But born and raised, went. And then after high school, enlisted into the Marine Corps. And then after that, after 2.5 years, I got medically separated because I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Oh, shit. What's Crohn's disease? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Crohn's disease, it's an autoimmune disease. It's genetic. So you can have the gene, but no symptoms, or, you know, it's either active or it's dormant in your system. So, like, my 3 older brothers, they have the gene, but it's not active.
Oh, shit.
And I got it. So, and it's active because of the lifestyle that I lived in the Marine Corps, like the infantry, because I was infantry. I was an infantry rifleman. And so that shit, just the lifestyle fucked my body up and had to get out, had to push out. So
what, was it just because they were pushing you to your absolute limits kind of thing, or that sort of started to trigger that?
I mean, it's for me, like, I mean, it's a little bit of everything, you know, just your diet.
Right. Because
you've heard of the MREs, right? Like,
I haven't. No.
So like their meal is ready to eat. So that's what you get when you go out and do field operations. You know, you ain't got time to go fucking McDonald's or the chow hall. You know, you have to. They're fucking packaged up. They're meant to clog you up. So, you know, you have that shit just fucking sitting in your stomach, or, you know, passing through your intestines. Like,
what are some of the things that are on there? Like burritos, like chimichangas. What the fuck do they give you that clogs you up? Because I know a good ass fucking burrito will fucking do the job for me. Will stuff me
I
up.
mean they come in all different types of I don't know how, like, different kinds of foods they have. Like, they have like pastas and fucking
They got I mean, I had a couple myself. They're not the best, but I mean, at the point, they gets the job done. It's kind of those type of things. You could go from roast beef to like, it's just a sloppy little Joe or something. It's
More
random.
sloppy than Joe.
Yeah.
They have like dried ass crackers and fucking
Crackers are already dry.
jalapeno cheese spread, and like they have some good stuff, but for the most part, it's just to fill you up and keep you going. Because when you're out in the field, doing your thing, you ain't got time to shit. So
you just kind of like you stuff it up. It's like putting a cork up there basically on your stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn, I didn't know that.
And so like your diet not being on point, and then on top of like all the mental and emotional stress, and also the physical stress, of course. It just triggers it. It triggered that. That's what triggered it in my body. It's just not necessarily taking care of my body.
Gotcha. What made you go into the Marines? Such a basically the top of the line when it comes to the what the fuck am I talking about? The armed forces, right?
Yeah. Honestly, like I did look into all the other branches, but Marines just kind of spoke out to me, and I wasn't doing anything with my life. I mean, I was fresh out of high school, and my parents aren't rich, dude. We don't have fucking money, so I was just like, that's a way to pay for college,
Yeah,
it gets paid for, and you get paid to go. So, for not just for the benefits, obviously to serve my country, but to put myself in a better position in life for future life.
Correct. Yeah, I gotcha. No, that is definitely something that I myself thought about it. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I have the balls to go to the Marines, but definitely the Army. Have you ever thought about going into the Army, or did you ever? Has it ever come to your
personally? It's not something I wanted to do, but my grandpa was in the Navy, so he had a lot of ties there. And when I spent time with him, he would talk about some of his experiences. But actually, I was going to ask you, RG, if you don't mind that I ask, where were you stationed?
Camp Pendleton.
Okay.
Orono, Camp Pendleton.
Okay.
Right next to the School of Infantry.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is that were you there for how? Were you there for how long? How long were you there?
So my total time in the Marine Corps was 2.5 years.
Holy shit, that's a lot of time still, though.
Yeah, it's a decent chunk, but yeah. So like basic training, that's what 3 months, and then like my School of Infantry lasted about 3 months, just because of holidays and stuff. And that always pushes the training back. And then once I got to the fleet, I was in, I think it was around like January 2013, and then I got out. So I enlisted in July of 2012 and then got out December 2014. So
damn. So was it what you expected, if you don't mind me asking? Like,
no, dude. Like, especially like when you first go to basic training, it's just like, what the fuck did I just get myself into? You can prepare yourself all you want, but really you're not prepared mentally and physically.
Is it really like something fucking crazy that people aren't really prepared to do? Or
I mean, there were times where I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why do I want to do this? But you just got to push through the shit.
You're already there, right?
Yeah, you're already there. You're worrying about your family, like, oh fuck, I left them, but really they're fine, they're okay. They're just, you just got to push through the shit. Everything gets better eventually. But
I have a story, and I knew of a guy that it was one of those guys that was always around high school, ready to basically predetermined to go to the Navy. Like fit, strong guy, nice guy too. And I remember him trying to go to the Marines, and I don't know his situation, but he came back messed up, and unfortunately ended up taking his life because I don't want to say it was because of the Marines, but
right.
I know that there was some sort of thing behind it that it's no joke. Like a lot of people think that this shit is like Call of Duty,
Right.
Like you could just go in there and expect to be trained and be elite, but you are elite because you have to be at that level. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you have to be pushed to the absolute limit, and that requires mental, emotional, physical breakdown, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In
definitely.
order for you to get at it. But fuck, dude, I didn't know. I that's crazy. How long did it take for you to realize that you were like, okay, this is not for me?
What do you mean? Like,
so, or did you because don't you have to sign a contract?
yeah. So you sign like 4 active, 4 reserved.
Okay.
And so like when I got out of high school, I didn't go right away. I contemplated it for like months, and then finally one day I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I can't get a job. I'm 17 or 18 years old. Like, life's moving on. You know, I got to do something.
Right.
You in school, there's always that pressure from I feel like it's from the teachers. They're like, oh, what are you gonna do? You got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to go to
expectations too, right?
Yeah,
expectations. Yeah.
So like I felt the pressure, and it's not like a good pressure either. Like, yeah, you got to do something, but like shit, I just felt the pressure, and so like Marine Corps, fuck it, let's go.
And I feel like, and this is not to say that the Marine is bad or the Army is bad in all it in totalness, but they do have an effect on younger crowds because of that reason. Because a lot of students are very confused, very they don't have a way to go, or they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And they definitely use that as an advantage for a lot of the time, sadly.
Yeah.
You know, and we obviously need brave women and men to be in the Army, you know, protecting us that are quote unquote weaker. But a lot of the kids that end up going to do service are very young, and very confused. They really don't know. Because I don't know if it ever happened to you, but I remember that I think it was my 8th grade year when I was about to go to high school. They have the ROTC program, and they come in and they try to sort of brainwash you, for lack of a better word, with these cool things that you'll get to do, you know, and they sell it to you. They sell it to these kids so well. And a lot of kids are like, fuck yeah, I'm going to join. And even that is just a stress for them, you know, having to wear uniforms, having to be at a certain place at this hour, no mistakes, you know, having to do the whole marching thing. I know a couple of friends that were deceived in a way, I guess. I don't want to say deceived, but they were
misled.
They misled. Exactly. That's the exact word for it, into joining this type of organization in the school, and they were like, fuck man, I need to get the fuck out of here, like I don't like it. You know.
No, I never did the ROTC, but you know, the recruiters, that's their job, dude. That they have to sell it one way or another. They fucking have their flashcards. They have like all sorts of fucking tools in their bag. And I honestly, like, if it wasn't for the Marine Corps, like, because all throughout life, you know, before the Marines, obviously, I was just a shy ass person. Like, not that I was like scared or anything, but I was just like, I'd always hold back in a sense.
Hold back, okay.
And so like the Marine Corps, that brought like my just forwardness out, just being straightforward, just get to the point, you know, something's fucked up, like go tell someone, hey, you're fucked up, dude. Like, not to sound like a dick, but I'm gonna sound like a dick just to help you out. Like it was more beneficial for me to go.
Yeah. And there's a lot of, obviously, there's a lot of positive things that come with putting yourself mentally in situations that are stressful, because you do grow.
Yeah.
You grow as
definitely.
a person. You learn to be more straightforward, like you said in your case. You know, not a lot of people are like that. I mean, I don't know how many I've gotten to be like that, but I don't know how many times, you know, it had to take for me to get to the point, you know, with a lot of things.
Right.
Beat around the bush. I don't know about
I just think also, you know, for people that really thrive within a more structured system, it's definitely a great option, right? Because, you know, they're like, okay, I have a role, you know, this is what's expected of me,
right?
And you know, if I don't do that, this is the punishment. These are the consequences. If I do, these are the possible rewards. You know, there's a system of ranking.
Right.
So for a lot of people to kind of visualize that, I think it's very motivating for them. And kind of like you said, it helps people be more assertive if they're, you know, if they have these goals they want and there's a way to get to it, then I think it's a great system.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I think it should be like mandatory in the U.S. where every high school like kid go serve. It doesn't have to be like the 4 years, like 1 or 2 years, but if you want to sign up for more, then hell yeah. But I honestly believe like joining or making the military mandatory would be so beneficial.
Really, that's interesting.
There's so many like college kids, even, you know, they do have to be on time for class and their athletic events and whatnot, but a lot of them just don't get it. They don't get it drilled in their head like, hey, like, this is the real world. Like, you need to open your eyes, open your mind. Like, you need to be more of an adult, more professional.
Yeah,
So,
and a lot of high school doesn't. I don't think high school does a good job preparing these future students. They really don't. It's just, man. I don't know how many times. Me personally, when I was in high school, it's like a fucking dream.
yeah.
It's like you're floating in your fucking dream cloud, and all of a sudden somebody fucking takes that cloud away from you, sweeps that carpet under your feet, and then you are really like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Who am I?
Right.
When you're supposed to be trying to find yourself throughout those years, you know, those teenager years. And I mean, that's not to say that you can't find yourself in college, you know, try different things. But a lot of people are like, in college, I'll be able to find myself.
Yeah.
And actually, I wanted to bring out a point because in Mexico, you are required to have they have this requirement that you are required to join the army. But it's sort of a random thing. So
Interesting.
yeah, you'll go in, you'll pick out a number. If that, I don't know how they do it, but I think that number gets picked, and in a certain category, you get to serve like 5 months,
Yeah.
a year. You know, they call it, if you get the black ball. You know, if you get the black ball, you get to serve like a whole year, I believe, in the army. And it's a requirement. So
Yeah.
for me, that I haven't been in Mexico in I don't know how many years, like 17, 18 years now. If I was to go over there and try to get a job, I would have to have that as a requirement. So I would have to go, and they'd actually shit on me because I haven't done it, because obviously I haven't been there. But yeah, no, in Mexico, it's definitely a requirement. You
Yeah,
cannot
that's
get a job. You cannot get a job if you don't. You have to show that you've served your time, they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
But that I don't know that. What do you think about that? Do you think people should do you think it would be beneficial for today's society to join the army at a young age? At least to be required a year tops.
I would say a benefit would definitely be, it would teach a lot of self-discipline for a lot of people that are young and still learning, you know, maturity. It would definitely teach that aspect. On the downfall, I feel like if that's not something you're interested in, you know, if that's not what your heart is, I feel like you're not going to put your full effort, even if someone's pushing you.
Right.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a little bit of resistance.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit of having, you know, a voluntary military service. But there are many countries, like Derek is saying, that have mandated military service for a certain amount of time. And in a way, you know, it's kind of viewed as serving your country, which it also is here through a voluntary service. So it does bring a lot of pride and just kind of a sense of, you know, giving to your community. So that's kind of how I view it.
And I mean, we say it's voluntary, and I just want to be a devil's advocate
go for
you. We say it's voluntary, but how voluntary is voluntary? You know, because at the same time, it's like we've had drafts where you're like, no, motherfucker, you're picking up your boots and you're getting on that fucking horse and you're fucking going to the war, right?
So very true.
Wasn't it at the age of 18 you have to sign up for the selective service?
Yes.
So how voluntary is it?
That's still
Yeah,
they can still put it back into.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I'm a little younger, right? I mean, I just turned 21 not too long ago. But I mean, I was given the option to select the service. You know, like when I turned 18, like I was given a ballot. I'm like, do you want to, enroll to the self-enrollment program? So I was given the option. I don't know about you guys. I know.
No, I don't remember having an option. Either way, I was joining anyways. So
For me, the selective service, they said you had to get your license. You had to apply to financial aid for college. So it was like a lot of things. Like you could choose not to, but then down the line it would be like really screw you over. Yeah. It's like all right, so I can't get anything.
Right. I want to switch tracks a little bit, and I want to get into your whole fitness. A journey. I want to say journey. I don't want to say career yet, but I want to say your whole fitness journey, because I have a lot of respect for people that, first of all, are really putting themselves out there and working out and showing people that it can be done, and that you believe in yourself more than anything.
Right. And
you're one of those people that is on Instagram posting that shit and having us. It inspires me personally. I like it. I'm like, fuck yeah, he just lifted that. I can't lift that, obviously, but I want to go out there and at least, get some.
But it makes you want to go.
Yeah, exactly. Catch some iron and go ahead and pump my body. My body.
Pump it.
Pump my body.
Wait, what kind of gym are you talking about, bro? Like what?
Put my body to the absolute limit or whatever. But I see you. I see you do a lot of shit, man. And I wanted to ask this. I see you, and this is because I'm an ignorant fuck, honestly. I see you sniffing shit before you.
Yeah.
That's not like cocaine.
No, I've never done drugs in my life before.
Okay. So what is that? Can you, for people like me that don't know what the fuck they're saying?
No. So lately, for the past, I'd say for the past 2.5 years, I've been getting into powerlifting, because when I first started off, I started off lifting at the age of 17 because one of my older brothers, and it was more geared towards like bodybuilding, because you want to have the fucking washboard abs, you just want to be lean as fuck, you want to look lean as fuck. But I transitioned into powerlifting, and what I sniff it's called ammonia. So
okay. Ammonia. Yes, I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
And so like EMS, they fucking carry it when a fucking dude's passed out, he's still breathing, he's still alive. They just need to wake his ass up, so they break a capsule and they fucking put it up against their nose, and that shit wakes you up. So but yeah, so like new companies like Skull Smash Ammonia, Obsidian Ammonia or something like that. There's a few companies out there. They have ammonia, but it's in a bottle.
Okay.
And so you fucking open that shit up, put it up against your nose, take some whiffs. That shit wakes you up, gets you pumped for your lift.
Does it? I've never tried it. So
yeah.
Does it do the job?
Yeah, it does. It hits you hard. Like,
does it smell nasty and shit or what?
Well, the ones that I have, like when I first.
Don't tell me you have some floral shit.
There's whiskey. There's cinnamon. There's different kinds of scents.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Like so, it's funny, but like no shit. Like look it up. Like
I need to. Obviously, I'm an ignorant fuck when it comes to this.
It's almost like having a little chew. For those that chew, it's just that big zing that you get out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The first time I tried chew, dude, I threw up, dude. I just fucking.
I have yet, and I probably won't.
Puked. Yeah, that's the only time I fucking taken chew, and that was it. Yeah. Like I had way too much in my mouth at that time.
Just got the whole fucking can.
Fucking horseshoe going on over here, and fuck, dude, I threw up. I straight up puked my guts out. Yeah. But coming back to so you can just buy it and just sniff a couple things and just fucking.
It amps you up, dude. It wakes you the fuck up. And so like if you're trying to pull like 300 pounds on deadlift, and it's
Jesus
nothing
Christ.
You don't really usually do, or you do. It just gets you in the zone.
So do you take that in addition to pre-workout powder?
Yeah, I have to take pre-workout.
Okay.
Really?
Like I'm addicted, man.
You're addicted to pre.
If I don't have the gym flow is just like meh.
Really? See, and funny for me, I really don't need pre-workout when it comes to the gym. I put on my headphones and I really am in my fucking world, you know.
Yeah.
But I have taken pre-workout, yes, and it does help. Yes, it does help, definitely. It helps you just keep it going, and you're like, fuck, I'm already an hour and 30 minutes in, and I'm still fucking wired. Maybe I'm taking too much. I don't know. I just fucking.
It just depends on your tolerance and like how stimulating, like what ingredients are in there and how much, you know, like. So like for me, like a low end pre-workout would contain 350 milligrams caffeine. Okay. And that's on the low end for me.
Okay.
But like for you, it could be like, holy shit, like I'm fucking dying over here. Like I'm sweating my balls off.
My heart is fucking pumping.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it make you itchy?
I have heard that. Like
it makes me itchy.
I've had pre-workouts where they're really high in stimulant, and so I get like cold sweats.
Cold sweats?
Wow.
Okay. I just get itchy, dude. I fucking start moving like a fucking worm, dude, and it feels like I'm fucking, I don't know, like I got some crack in me or something, dude. Like I start scratching. People be looking at me at the gym like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Especially when you get it up in your ass crack, like you get a niche up in your ass crack.
Wait,
you
what?
can fucking.
You get what up your ass crack?
You're not supposed to take it in through that side.
Oh shit! I was blowing it through the wrong hole, man.
Hits you quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Same concept. I've never done that, but I just heard.
Is it
Yeah, no, it fucks you up,
boofing,
they
I think
say.
is the term boofing or
Yeah, it is.
What's it called?
I think it's called boofing or something.
boofing. I've heard this term before.
Boofing is when you siphon alcohol up your ass, or
You
what?
pretty much take
Yep.
that's your intake right there.
It's on my bucket list. No, I'm just kidding. No.
That would be interesting, though, wouldn't it?
I heard it's really dangerous though.
No, yeah, I mean, you're fucking doing shit backwards, dude. Shit's supposed to be coming out of there, not going in, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, I don't know. I've never tried the ammonia thing, but I see you sniffing that shit and then you lift those weights like it's nothing.
Yeah.
What made you start getting into fitness, man? Obviously, you're a bigger guy. You know, you got some size on you. It's
so-
working out for you is what I'm trying to say without
Yeah,
being
yeah.
super, into you know, in
No
front of this
homo, no
camera.
homo.
This is the exit, right? Exit's this way.
So what made you get into fitness, man?
No, so like, I mean, my whole life, like ever since I was a little kid, I was just always active. Like I always had to be in a sport. My parents always signed me up for sports.
Mijo, you gotta be in a sport.
Yeah, because I was always running. I was always hyped up, fucking causing trouble for my parents, breaking my toys. You know, I didn't know what to do. So
It's like, what is wrong with this kid? He doesn't fucking stop. Yeah.
Exactly.
Please take out the batteries off the back of him. He doesn't stop.
You're like the Energizer Bunny.
Are you the youngest one? Are
Yeah.
you the youngest?
Yeah,
one?
youngest
Oh,
of
motherfucker!
four.
Were you spoiled? Were you a spoiled
Yeah,
little brat?
probably.
Yeah,
Probably. If you have
likely.
to ask, you were. No, just kidding.
So sorry. Continue.
No. No, I mean, so like through. Excuse me.
We're making him here. We're making him choke up over here.
Right.
Telling
Put
the
me on the
truth.
spot. Fuck. No, so I've always been in sports since I was in elementary school, middle school, played fucking football, wrestled, fucking basketball, and then high school I kind of fell off with the school sports. The only thing I did in high school was track and field.
Okay.
And so, but outside of that, during my high school years, I did mixed martial arts,
Oh shit.
and then
Some MMA.
yeah.
Right on.
And and before the Marine Corps, I had 2 amateur fights. I went 1-1, so I won 1, lost 1, then just kind of stopped because, well, I left for the Marines.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Did you like that?
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Maybe I'll get back into it, but I kind of fell in love with hating cardio. So with the whole powerlifting scene, it's
There you go.
What's cardio? You know.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
no
like,
thanks.
fuck that, man. Running. Fuck that shit.
But ever since I was 17, thanks to one of my older brothers, He got me into the gym, and so ever since then, just fucking fell in love with it. Almost a decade, because I'm 26. I'll be
Fuck, man,
27.
time flies. Time flies.
27 later this year, and so yeah. So it's always been fitness in whatever shape form has always been a part of my life. So it's never been foreign.
Since I was a little kid, I started getting into. I played soccer, obviously, when I was a little kid, but I remember starting to go to my first weight class in 8th grade. It's when I started to sort of lift, and obviously I was never into. I was never able to get huge, you know.
Yeah.
I just did it for my sport, you know, which was soccer. So concentrated most of the time in my lower part of the body and stuff. But as of right now, I am, try to balance things out a little bit more. But I always have, like I said, man, I always have a lot of respect for people that are getting out there and doing what they like, you know.
Right.
What do you have any plans for it? Like, do you plan to go further with the powerlifting, or what is your main goal with it, besides obviously being healthy and looking solid?
So this past December, my training buddy, he convinced me to do my first powerlifting competition, which was in Denver.
Oh shit.
And it was pretty fun, dude. Even though, you know, it's totally different world. It's an independent sport. Like, it's you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Because you mentioned soccer and I mentioned football earlier. You know, we're kind of used to like the team. You know, if I fuck up, you know, someone else has got my back. But really,
correct.
If you fuck up, that's all on you. You know, so it's fun. It's different, and then the whole competition environment. It's just so friendly, so awesome. Like, you have random people rooting for you, and it just like motivates you that much more.
Really, that is fucking crazy, dude. That'd be such a good experience to have. Honestly, I could already imagine that.
Yeah.
You know, just having people just like
really supportive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
man.
it's its own community.
Exactly. Yeah. And so this April 4th and 5th in Colorado Springs are the state championships for Colorado, of course, for powerlifting. But we'll see if I even get the chance to go to those.
I was about to ask, is that going to happen?
Fucking
the virus, right?
Coronavirus.
Oh fuck.
So
man.
I'm still training for it. You know, I'm not.
Yeah, plan for it, definitely.
I'm not giving up all my training, but you never know. Like, they could still hold the event, just modified.
Yeah, keep it minimal as possible. You know, like as in like low profile.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe
as
just
sporadic. Just pretty much
what
consistent.
are you trying to do right now, since obviously all the gyms have been closed? And I fucking hate that, dude. I fucking hate that.
That's true.
I did
30 days.
I literally did my first home workout today, and it was great. You know, don't get me wrong. Calisthenics, if you guys haven't gotten into it, I recommend looking into it. Calisthenics are a great way to keep you in shape. Kick my ass definitely today,
Right.
but it's just very different than going to the gym. So
Yeah.
for powerlifting, something that requires you to actually have cleans and squats and all that shit.
Yeah.
How are you gonna? Do you have a personal gym? Do you?
No. I mean, I did reach out to some people that asking if they knew of anyone who had a home gym, but I found a gym that decided not to
close?
close.
What the
right on.
fuck? There's
No,
such thing. Rebels, dude. Don't say their name just
Yeah,
because
no,
I don't
I
want
know.
them to get heat off of it, because I don't know if they're doing something illegal. Like,
Right.
you
No,
know?
and I respect them, because it's just like, you know, and it doesn't matter if it's a gym or not. You know, restaurants are closing down. Like, what the fuck's up with that? You know,
Fuck, dude.
it's our freedom. If we want to get sick, then fuck it. Let them get sick. But you know, who's gonna give them that money that they're gonna lose out on? Because they have mouths to feed. They have a family to feed and provide
Yeah.
for, and the employees as well. Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, they'll be fine closing this shit down. No, like, the economy's going to shit.
Especially
Yeah.
for the local companies.
Exactly.
Over anything. Because, I mean, the big corporate companies, they're going to survive.
Yeah.
being a little under for a couple months.
They
'cause
are
make so much
fucking
money.
set, bro. They are fucking set. I strongly believe that those big corporate companies like Walmart, City
Oh
Market,
yeah. They will be fine.
to name a few, they are solid. They've made millions over millions of dollars that they can afford to fucking 3-4 months, whatever it fucking takes. The rest of the year, even without having customers being back and forth in their fucking locations. You know?
Right.
But for people that are obviously in the restaurant scene, that they are completely, in some circumstances they are completely closed off, bro.
Yeah.
Completely closed off.
I know they can only do takeout pretty much.
A friend was telling me the other day that they were trying. He works at a restaurant and they were trying to apply for unemployment, and the fucking website was down just because there's so much people applying for it.
I heard that. Well, I heard that. People applying for unemployment, like they can't. That shit shut down or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Just
were like,
rumor.
"Fuck you guys," you know.
Yeah, it's basically like how other reference, but it's the same freaking deal. I've had a trip planned for next weekend.
Right.
So I'm over here, I had an insurance plan and all that crap. So I was over here. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just redeem my points back or whatever the heck, the currency or whatever the heck I redeem. I try to call Expedia, and everybody's trying to do the same deal.
Right.
Their servers are down, like just shut down. Like you can't call in, you can't call out, you can't get in touch with them. So you're pretty much screwed.
Right.
And that I understand where they're coming from, but I also think it's a fucking how are you just avoiding this situation,
Yeah.
How are you just fucking saying?
Not everyone has a load of fucking cash just off to the side. Like, oh yeah, like I don't have to work for these next few months or a lot of businesses, they provide enough to just keep on running.
It's true.
They really don't take anything home.
Especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
The first 2-3 years.
Yeah, a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, literally.
Yep.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Obviously, there has been rumors about President Trump doing an incentive program where...
Yeah, like a stimulus package.
Like a stimulus package, that you'll get, I don't know, $1,000 or something like that if you are a citizen. So I'm fucked in that.
Sorry, bro.
I'm fucked in that sense.
I'll give you some.
But I'll suck your dick, man. But it's real, man. Just today, actually, me and my coworker were having a nice conversation about
what?
Yeah, man. Our jobs are solid, right? Like we're set.
We're the bank, right?
We're the bank. There's no way it'll close. Literally, 3 minutes later, hey guys, we're shortening our hours because of the corona.
Yep.
And I think Walmart. I heard that Walmart employers are getting their hours shortened as well to from 6 in the morning to 8:30, at least here locally. If I'm assuming that if it's locally, it'll be nationwide as well.
I heard earlier today from a friend. He's in the Marine Corps right now. He's a recruiter, and he has his mother lives in New York, and right now they have a curfew.
Oh, really?
That's what he told me.
Wow.
Like I'm not saying that's fact, but
Yeah.
It's possible. It sounds like it's very well possible.
It sounds like it's heading that way. Where was it, fucking Deegan? Where they fucking Deegan? I'm just where you send me an article where they are. Is it in Spain where they have drones literally?
Yeah. So pretty much the military has everybody that's in quarantine pretty much in their scopes with a drone. So
What?
there's drones flying around the blocks and just monitoring the streets, making sure that everything is going according to their constrictions, So literally, these drones, as soon as they detect some movement outside the perimeters of those buildings, these things
They
have
swarm over.
they have a microphone pretty much blasting out, telling them, "Hey, you're
Get back to your fucking
You're getting
home.
past your restricted zone. Get back to your
back to
zone,
your kennel,
you
bitch."
idiot." Pretty much.
Treat us
saying,
like
get the
animals.
fuck back, or else we will freaking.
Shoot you?
Yeah,
Well,
pretty-
Yeah.
we'll call someone that will shoot you. Or maybe drones can shoot you nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, dude. This situation is crazy. I was able to get my first toilet paper.
Congrats.
On eBay.
On eBay, no, on the black market. I was able to get no. So Walmart has had a. They told me, hey man, there's toilet paper. You know,
Get there now.
you know they got the good stuff. So
The Charmin.
yeah, they got the Charmin,
No,
bro.
Great Valley
So-
shit. No Great Valley shit.
So I went and on my lunch break actually I went and got some fucking 2-ply 12 package toilet paper, 12 set or whatever the fuck it's called, and yeah, they hand it to you like, and they look at you with some pity, man. They're just like, you're really gonna need this.
And you know what's funny? Today, my boss, he's stuck in the warehouse where I work. He asked one of the delivery guys, a driver, who went to Gunnison
What the
to
fuck?
go pick up TP for him because he couldn't find anything.
For those of you guys that don't know where the fuck Gunnison is, because Colorado, Gunnison is like 2 hours away from where we are.
So he's straggling to freaking drivers who are making deliveries to go 2 hours out to get him some TP from freaking City Market.
People are gonna start hijacking fucking Charmin trucks, dude. Literally on the, like Fast and the Furious,
Could
literally.
be.
See some fucking creepy dude in a black alley with a fucking trench coat. He's like,
Man.
I got what you need.
I can smell your ass from right here, bro. I can smell your
You
ass.
haven't
I'm
wiped it
out.
in a week.
Yeah, I know you haven't wiped it. I
And not
literally,
only-
this is no joke. For you guys watching, literally, I have, so you know, this month, it's the month that they give the fucking, the yellow pages and directories for phone numbers. I fucking have 2 stacks of those in the back of my car just in case I have to wipe my ass
Emergency.
with
Emergency.
someone's
That's what they're good for.
ad on the fucking yellow page. I really do. It's so shameful, man. I had to go get some fucking toilet paper and I just looked down. I didn't even look at the person. I was just like, yeah, I'm here for it. Like I'm a
part
fucking
of the
junkie.
contraband right here.
Yeah, I'm like, you carry that shit. I was carrying toilet paper with shame, and I had nothing else to buy but toilet paper. So I literally was holding this roll of toilet paper, and everybody looks at you like,
You shouldn't be ashamed. I mean, what the fuck?
I don't
Why
know.
is toilet paper the first thing? Because coronavirus, it's not gonna give you the shits, is it?
I
What the
don't
fuck?
think it's like
mean-
Crohn's disease. It won't give you the shits, people.
No.
I think a lot of people are just scared that they're just not gonna, like, Walmart's just gonna shut down and they're not gonna be able to wipe their ass.
I think
Anymore.
they want to self quarantine or like, oh, we're gonna bunker
Yeah,
down
dude.
for months.
Yeah, I think
and-
the thing that really promoted that crap or all this bullshit really is freaking media. Because
Yeah.
media's been going crazy ever since
Yeah.
day one in Corona.
Yeah.
Because honestly, from the memes, it's just been getting worse and worse. I mean, some of them are quite a bit funny, but I mean, it's just
I like how memes started like really funny and then they started to get a lot more serious and then people are like, oh, fuck,
that's us, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have a job. Fuck, what's going on now?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know, man. This hysteria, I see where it's coming from. I've seen a lot of research. A lot of people, for those of you guys that don't know what the fuck a virus is, a virus is literally like, the best way I could describe it is it's like a parasite that goes into a cell, literally takes that cell hostage, injects his RNA or DNA that the virus has, and starts using the cell as a machine to produce more viruses.
This is pretty much it. Hijacks your body.
Hijacks, exactly. That's the best way to put it. It hijacks the cell. The cell eventually, overwhelmed with this bullshit that's the virus is doing, explodes, then contaminates other cells, and then the cycle begins once again. A virus is so small. I thought this was crazy when I was looking into it. A virus is so small that if a cell, this is how they describe it. If a cell had eyes, you could still not see it. That's how fucking small it is.
Damn.
All it is literally a little piece of information that has fucked up DNA, RNA in it, that is trying, its only goal is to try to find a hostage, which is a cell, get into it, embed itself in it, and start contaminated so that it could reproduce itself. These things have, this is not an animal, this is not a bacteria, I don't think. This is what a virus. So it literally, its main goal is just that, just to contaminate and reproduce, and it doesn't give a fuck about what it is. Now, that's not to say that all viruses are bad. There's good viruses out there. It's even theorized that the reason why our cells have nucleuses, and meaning that that's why we have living things nowadays, is because a virus tried to, way back in the day, prehistoric time, try to invade a cell, and the cell was like, fuck no. With the combination of this, it had a nucleus, and it started procreating life. That's if you believe in biology and all that shit. But that's what it is. That's honestly what it is. A lot of people are scared just because of the unknown. The ambiguity of the fucking virus is crazy, you know, right. Because not everybody's gonna die. Not everybody's gonna get sick.
Percentage.
Exactly, but because it's so contagious, so foreign, so unknown, people are just crazy about it.
It's not. It's been around.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, it's been around for quite a while. Like, and so it's just mutated. It's gotten different. So like from my understanding, I was watching a documentary on YouTube, and it was saying like this virus came from a bat, and then it went to a certain animal, and then it mutated enough to where it was passable onto humans.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So,
yeah, that's the information I have as well.
You know why they call it coronavirus, right?
Is it? I heard it's because he has a fucking crown around.
Yeah, you look at the virus under a microscope, and it literally looks like a fucking crown. So
yeah. Corona is crown in Spanish, for those of you guys that don't know. And it's not just a fucking beer, okay? You illiterate fucks. No, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. Like I said before, they've shortened my hours at work. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm supposed to graduate this semester. I don't know what the fuck that's gonna, what this virus is gonna do to that. You know, I really don't know. I'm in a pendulum right now, trying to probably like many other students, you know, that are trying to figure out what's gonna happen. I really hate the fact that I won't get to see the people that I was that I started being friends with this semester. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Great people great groups of people that I got to know this semester. Really got not close to them, but I really, you know, was building a connection and going towards that. And now that it's going, everything we're doing is gonna be online. You know, it is really tough. It is really tough on me.
It's a big change. It's a drastic change, you could say. Yeah, because, I mean, we didn't expect it. This came in freaking speedball. You know, we were looking at it a month away, and all of a sudden, poof, it's here. And then a week later, it's affecting your life.
Very directly.
The whole world.
Yeah, very directly. This is no bullshit. I mean, at this point, it's just I feel like we're days away from not being able to fucking walk outside.
Right.
Transitioning a little bit, just because I don't want to spend too much time on this coronavirus, and we have a few minutes. You guys have seen enough of the fucking coronavirus everywhere. Stay informed. Don't hate on it so much. Just get informed and just fucking go with that. You know, go with what you're feeling. Clean your hands. You know, don't fucking just walk out of the bathroom like you nasty asses do, and it just fucking go home and do whatever. No, we have to be very conscious about that. You know, it starts with us cleaning our hands, being clean, hygienic, and being top when it comes to that.
Right. Proper hygiene. Yeah.
Yeah. Make it a priority, not just for you, but because of other people around you. You know, you never know what could happen. Exactly. I mean, we as the younger crowd, right? We say, fuck it. If it gets me, it gets me. But
Yeah.
we have to think about that there's other people around us,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
you can spread it to someone else.
And that's basically what the hysteria is. The frightening part of it is that, yeah, man, you might not die, but you know, Clifford over there, you know, that's 65, might fucking roll
Abuelita,
over
yeah.
and die, you know.
Might
Well,
just
I
have
mean,
this-
you can have it and not have symptoms and not even fucking know it, and then
Yeah.
you're being a nasty pig, and you're like, oh, shit, I'm gonna wipe my germs all over the place, and yeah, like you said,
I'm just gonna
Clifford the big red dog is
I'm gonna
is fucking
ejaculate
dying.
my germs all over the fucking building. But I want to switch up a little bit because I know that you have some cool stories, and obviously, I want to get to those. Tell me some. I know that when you came to the show, before you came to the show, sorry, you wanted. Yeah, you're like, I've never been here
never been
before.
here.
What the fuck are you
Did
talking
you
about?
fucking roof me once or what?
In another universe,
Welcome back.
I know that you wanted to. You had a story about the chupacabra. We'll start there. Or is that?
I mean, I don't have like much of a story. Okay, so
If you don't, I do. So for those viewers, I fucking have a story of the chupacabra.
I mean, I'll tell you what my experience was. Not necessarily with the chupacabra, but okay. So
Just
when
tell me.
When I first got my first PlayStation 3, I was just like, fuck
Lovely.
yeah. And then
Do you guys remember the PlayStation 3? Fuck, dude. It's like when you're a teenager, it's like your first blowjob, you know? It was amazing. That one and the PlayStation 2 too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine was sketch because I had to do it behind my parents' back. You know, trying to do some side money. You know, gathering some lunch money. You know, putting it aside to buy it off a friend. And sneaking into my room.
Kid, you're thinning out. What's happening to you? Are you eating? Yes, Mom. I'm eating everything that you. $10 is what I need every day.
Lunch went up.
Yeah, Christmas time comes. Hey, Mom, guess what I can afford? Motherfucker, where did you find money for that?
Oh, my friend gave it to me.
We always pull that shit. Oh, my friend sold it to me. That's why my friend sold it to me. He has 3. But anyways, continue with your story. Sorry, we're
dude,
fucked
I
up,
mean-
man.
Well, I was a fucking stupid teenager, and so like, you're pretty fucking gullible. Like I honestly believe chupacabra.
Yeah.
I should say it.
Bring
properly
that
say it.
accent out, goddammit. Bring that accent out.
I honestly
You probably turned on our women viewers, the any.
probably.
Oh my god.
Chupacabra.
Have them say that again. Have them, please. But anyways, continue. Sorry.
No, so like any gullible teenager, like, you start fucking watching ghost videos and all sorts of shit. I would purposely fake being sick just so I could stay home and watch fucking YouTube on my PS3. And so
There
Before
you go.
Corona, this was
There
the-
you go.
This was the move. Fuck, Mom. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I gotta stay home with my PS3.
Fuck.
It's the cure.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I was always just watching fucking YouTube videos, and like one night I heard like these 2 cats fighting outside my fucking bedroom, like in the middle of the night, and I thought it was the chupacabra, and
Man, cats make the weirdest fucking noises. Like, cats are fucking hunted, I feel.
yeah.
They make kids noises. You know, they make those fucking noises, and you're like, Mom.
They fucking stand up
Yeah,
on 2
like-
legs and shit.
Yeah, they start doing weird shit, bro. They become bipedal and shit. I know for a fact that a lot of cats have scared the fuck out of me. Like, literally, like, Mom, there's a kid crying outside. Mom, there's a kid. No, mija, those are just the cats fucking around.
Fucking around.
Literally fucking around. So you thought it was the chupacabra,
Yeah, and, then
and it was just 2 cats
2
fucking.
fucking yeah,
Two
sure.
fucking cats or 2 cats fucking, whatever it is.
One of the 2.
One or 2, or maybe it was a chupacabra.
Or maybe it was
Fucking
sounds
the
like
cats.
But he's getting fucked by a cat.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
He's like, oh yeah, dig in
Yeah,
with those claws.
those screams were distinctive,
This is getting
Fuck,
out of
dude.
hand. What about your story?
My story is very, very interesting, I guess. The same thing. I never saw the damn thing, but in the farms, in the ranchos over there in Mexico, I used to go every summer to my my grandma's house, and it was all the cousins one day. And I'm not making this up. This is real. I'm not making this up. We were outside, and we were just playing outside in the dark, hide and seek or some bullshit. And all of a sudden, dinner's ready. So we had to go in. We went inside, and then we heard like the chickens fucking rattling out, like just just fucking crazy shit. And we went running outside, and we went outside, and we went to where the chickens were. And I cannot make this up. Like, as soon as we got, I still don't know if it was my fucking imagination or I was a kid. As soon as we got to the place where the chickens were, we heard this fucking thing, like literally like fucking like fly away, right? That's my impression of what it was.
Sounds
right?
like someone's getting slipped off, man.
I don't know.
It was the neighbor. There's nothing here. Hey, there's nothing here. Let me.
I don't know, man. You being that young age, you might have had a little too much champurrado, and for one of the people that don't know, they could be spiked. It's pretty much a hot chocolate. It may be spiked.
My uncle always gave me beer on the side. Like, we were so young. He was like, "We will try this." I'm like, am I supposed to be having this? Just try it. Don't say anything. Just try it. But anyways, we heard this fucking thing just go, and it just fucking flew away, right? We looked up, there was nothing, right?
Yeah.
But then we had a flashlight with us, and we looked at the fucking at the, I don't know what to call it, the chicken coop.
Yeah.
It wasn't a chicken coop. That's just where the chickens chilled, I guess. It was like a car carcass. And the chickens were literally like fucked up in the neck.
Huh.
Like guts out. So at this point, the rumors of, this was around the 90s. So this is when the rumors of Chupacabra were like peaking,
Yeah.
They were making merchandise, like shit was being real about the Chupacabra,
freaking ghost hunters, all those paranormal freaking things were going out, freaking searching out.
Exactly. Like you could, I don't know if you've ever saw those shirts that had the Chupacabra, like they were like lame shirts, but they had like, it was like a meme almost, the Chupacabra was that famous.
Yeah.
And it was around that time. So obviously the people were like, no, it's the Chupacabra, it fucking is. And we saw these chickens fucked up, and we immediately thought. So we went back home, and we couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't fucking sleep that night. I'm like,
right.
He's out there, man. He's out there fucking eating chickens and away, just fucking flopping its wings or whatever the fuck he has away, or maybe it was the neighbor getting sucked off. I don't know. I was young.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so let me bring this up real quick. Let me interrupt you. My bad though.
No, go ahead.
Have you heard?
This is your show.
Have you heard of the town Ballard in Utah?
Ballard.
Utah. So there's a ranch. It's called Skinwalker Ranch, and there's a documentary on Hulu.
Fuck.
I'm sponsored by Hulu, so there you go, Hulu. No, I'm just kidding.
Hulu, if you're watching this,
So I
fucking
get my
A, man.
paycheck, that paycheck.
Corona is not easy on us, goddammit. Look at our skin.
I need an extra stipend.
So without getting too much into depth, that ranch has been having like so much activity, whether that's like paranormal or like fucking UFOs, aliens, like you fucking name it, whatever, like activities there, it's unbelievable. So like I said, there's a documentary, I think it's called Hunt for Skinwalker, or Hunt for the Skinwalker.
I'm gonna check it out.
Hulu.
I'm gonna check it out.
Or just simply type into Google Skinwalker Ranch. And so there's just like so many fucking stories, like this entity. So Native Americans used to live on there, and so when they got kicked out by the Americans, they cursed the land. And so a skinwalker is a demon. It's like a shit. Don't cough on me, dude.
Sorry,
No,
my bad.
God damn it, I'm done.
You're down for the count, bud. I'm sorry.
No, so it's it can travel through like dimensions. It can turn into whatever the fuck it wants.
Okay.
To my understanding. And so what you're describing, like the chupacabra, like who fucking knows, dude? Like what if it's real and it could just walk through fucking worlds? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've had so many fucking weird ghost experiences. Like one. So it's just crazy the things you fucking experience. Like I don't sleep on my side, like on my shoulder anymore.
What?
Because in the middle of the night, ever since like 2007.
He knows the fucking year, guys. This is fucking
I'm
crazy.
traumatized.
It's a significant.
No. I
It's
want to
worse
hear
than
this shit.
He jotted
Bring
it
it
down, saying that this is when my life fucking changed.
Exactly. And so like I don't sleep on my side because whenever I do that, I literally wake up in the middle of the night, like someone tapping me like really fast, like, hey, wake up, like, or like
creepy.
if I have my feet uncovered, like I feel someone just like tapping on my feet. So
Are you fucking serious?
I'm
Like,
fucking serious, dude. And like it, like recently, this past month, no activity, but
So this is a continuous thing that has.
I feel
happening
like
to
I'm
your
being
life.
followed. Like something's attached to me. Like in all honesty, something I feel something's attached to me.
I
don't
mean,
know
you're a
why,
handsome
but
guy. Who wouldn't fucking want to be attached to you? God damn it!
Even fucking ghosts are
Even
stalking
demons
me.
are fucking attached, man. No. But fuck, dude. Are you? So this is the first month that you felt sort of free a little bit.
Yeah, like alleviated from all sorts of shit. Because I've even played with Ouija boards. La Ouija, like I'll fuck with that. I'll still fuck with it this day.
Yeah,
to this
this
day,
guy's have fuck with it in front of me. It's
I'm
like
out. I'm out.
people that play the Ouija board in front of people. It's like getting a strip dance. You know, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? But I'm not looking away.
Lord, I
You know?
freaking, I plead to my sins right here, right now.
I'm like, you shouldn't be doing that. God, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah.
Oh, shit, my crucifix. Let me tuck this way.
Why
All
is
right,
this
let's-
getting hot? Why is this getting hot? I need to take off my shirt.
Oh my. That's
But-
awesome.
So
I-
you
so-
have messed
so
with the
like-
Ouija board?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. Like in the cemetery,
God
like
damn.
at home.
In the
Like my mom's
cemetery.
like, "Nah, you should fucking get rid of that." And by the way, never burn it. Never burn one because that's bad. That's
Juju.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Juju,
juju.
bad juju and
Yeah,
shit.
So I've burnt a
One
two
or two.
3 or 4.
Motherfucker, and then you wonder why you're being followed.
Hey,
Why?
not to be a dick or anything, but maybe that shit got a corona, so it's taking it easy this month.
Or maybe that is what came through the Ouija
Yeah,
board.
I don't
But then
fucking
somehow
know.
it traveled to China or some shit. It got on a plane. It's like, fuck yeah, I'm traveling the world.
Hey, we got cheap flights going out. We gotta take that flight right now.
Expedia is
Oh my
hooking
God.
it up.
But what I was going with my relation to the chupacabra, to your story, is like, we don't really fucking know. We don't like really know. We haven't even discovered like the entire world, so we
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
know what's out there, what's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And when it comes to spiritual shit, we are fucking so oblivious to a lot of shit.
yeah,
We are so oblivious. We have something. I mean, if you believe in God or not, God has given us enough insight to be able to feel things. You know, feel
Right.
things at a spiritual level.
right.
But we do not know these unknown things, and a lot of people are gonna be, "You're bullshitting. There's nothing out there. It's just science." There is something out there. I do strongly believe that there is fucking shit in between the lines.
Yeah,
Like I like.
yeah,
to-
definitely. Well, and it just like, dude, have like the world, the Earth. You know how
Yeah.
small it is compared to the rest of the galaxy, to the rest of the
Yeah.
universe. Like there has to be life. It doesn't have to look like you and I.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it can
I
look
hope
like
it
a
doesn't look
fucking-
like me. Definitely no. This motherfucker's screwed if it looks like me.
Hey, you fucking with me?
But I believe there's life out there, and
I do too. I do too.
I'd agree.
there's
I'd
no
agree.
way in hell we're the only things. And we're so like perfectly planted in just like this fucking corner where we're so perfectly far away from the sun
Correct.
and all that shit. Like not to get like into like religion so
Yeah.
much.
No,
I'm
no, no,
Catholic,
but-
but
no, no.
I don't believe we came from God, or maybe we did come from a higher power, but
Not necessarily
Not-
the God figure that we that has been indoctrinated
Exactly.
in us. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
is
that
that
he-
is that
yeah.
is very respect.
That's what I think. he could just possibly be a piece of a puzzle, which fucking, you know, just
Yeah.
Yeah, like I believe in God, but maybe what I'm trying to understand from you guys is maybe he's a god of maybe other gods or among other gods, you know, and he just has this universe, and there's plenty of universes.
Right.
We're just, at the end of the day, like, I feel like we're just a fucking marble.
Yeah.
Just a fucking speck of dust floating in the air, literally. But tell me a little bit more before we wrap up about a cool story, not a cool story, I guess, but a weird story that you have had happen to you. Hit me with it.
Yeah, so back in what was it? I want to say back in 2013. So I was home on leave from the Marine Corps, and this was like end of June, early July. You know, I was expecting something to happen in the house because, like, all throughout middle school and high school, I lived in this house, and shit was always fucking happening every single fucking week.
Like hotspot for paranormal shit.
Exactly.
Or what?
So like the first 2 days that nothing happened, I got complacent. I got comfortable.
Like,
Which,
oh, this
in
is
my
my
own home.
shit. This is my shit. Which
In
is
my own
weird to
home.
say because you should be complacent and comfortable. You should be able to take a fart. You should be able to fucking take a shit in a.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to check your shoulder.
Exactly.
Wonder,
Imagine
am I
feeling-
dreaming?
Yeah.
Where that sound came from.
Right. And so I fell asleep that night. Everything was good, and then in the middle of the night, like, I woke up, like, I was not in my fucking dream state, because you know how you hear, like, oh yeah, you can open your eyes and you can still be dreaming, like, in that dream state.
Yeah.
I was not, like,
You were fully awake.
I swear on my life, on my wiener dog's life, like, all 4 of them. Like, I swear I was not dreaming anymore, and I saw at the edge of my bed something like this tall, like, say this is the floor, like this tall, staring at me, pointing at me.
What
and
the
it had
fuck?
Like, so it was
So something like this small.
My lord.
Why does it make it
pitch-
creepier?
pitch black eyes, but it was wearing like a mask. You know those emotionalist
Emotionless,
emotionless masks,
Yeah.
the white ones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It had
about.
that on, and then it had spikes like a crown, like the coronavirus, around its mask, and then it had like a purple robe with a hood, but it was all fucking just torn up, just beat to shit. And as soon as I saw it, like, I just freaked the fuck out, and I threw my blankets up at it, and I hopped out of my bed, turned on my light, and at that time, coincidentally, my dad was coming out of the bathroom, and he just hears me screaming. He's like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, and then
He was taking a shit or something.
yeah, just midnight shit.
Yeah, like, fuck, mijo. Your mom fucked me up with those tacos, you know?
Exactly. And so
hey, you up for the same thing too, or what?
I know her.
is that why you're screaming? That hurts your squirts.
She had me fucking rolling in my bed.
But no, so no, I wake up. He's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I don't know, but there's something in that room." And
It's
he
this
goes,
big, Dad. What the fuck?
"It looks like Baby Yoda."
Yeah, it looks like
Baby Yoda didn't exist back then.
No, unfortunately, he didn't. Fuck,
But
dude.
yeah, dude, he's like, "All right, well, I'll check your room," and sure shit, like, he didn't see anything, but I guarantee you, like, I saw that thing, and I haven't had any fucking experience like that ever again. I haven't seen this fucking creature ever
That was
again.
the realest thing that you have seen.
That is the realest shit. Besides, like, actually, like, feeling like
Shoulder taps and
shoulder
bullshit.
taps and like just like a hand on my shoulder all of a sudden, or doors fucking closing and opening right before my very eyes.
Have you seen that shit?
Yeah,
That's some paranormal like shit right there. Like
curtains, like all sorts
curtains
of
being
shit.
fucked with?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Fuck, dude.
I'm out of the house.
I don't know if I could do it, dude. Me being the way I am, I'd be like, who do you think you are, huh? You think you can come up to my house and you don't fucking pay rent? Who the fuck do you think you are?
You're all
But-
butt naked. This ain't no free show.
It's like, let me masturbate in peace, goddammit. So you have seen curtains literally fucking move
Yeah.
in front of you.
Yeah, with no fucking windows open, like no doors open. Like it's a closed fucking room. Like there's no way in hell. There's no AC like blowing. You know, there's no fan. There, like you eliminate all the fucking debunking factors. You eliminate everything, and you're just like, okay, that's fucking weird.
That's a ghost.
Yeah.
That's something. That's something right there.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
I'd be creeped out for sure.
RG, I think we're gonna start wrapping it up. We're at minute. What is it, Deegan?
111.
111. I think that's a good time. I don't want to stop at 666 with all this fucking talk that we've been having.
I wouldn't mind. No, I'm just kidding.
It ain't the first.
It's not.
Brother.
It's in my phone number.
Yeah, brother. No, for real. Like, god damn, those are some great stories. Do you have more?
Yeah, I got so much shit we can talk
We
about.
honestly we need to have you back.
Yeah,
we need to have you back and have an episode maybe on Friday the 13th about bullshit that
last
has
week
been
would have been
happening.
perfect for
Exactly right?
Right.
Exactly, and that's what I was planning for. But you know, shit happens. But goddamn, dude, thank you so much for being with us. And
thanks for
I
having
hope
me over.
I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, the people watching, having a little twist, a little something different. Honestly, we can't forget about what's your bop. What's your bop? So basically, what we do is every single week or every time that we post, we have something called "What's Your Bop," and you just basically say a song that you've been fucking with all week or that you fuck with it for life. I don't know.
Right.
So if you want, we could start with you.
Yeah,
since
yeah.
you're
that's
the
fine.
guest.
Yeah. So my song, my bop.
My bop, your bop, yes.
Get it.
Yeah, we made this for millennials, so that they're like, oh, okay, song that's kind of outdated.
So like there's the kids bop, There's
Yeah, kids bop.
There's an Egg Boys bop.
Egg Boys bop, coming to you soon.
So mine is the song's called "Dream" by Johnny Craig.
Okay.
It's fairly new. It came out like a month or a couple months ago or some shit like that. But yeah, check it out. It's fucking legit.
What kind of is it? What kind of genre is it? Is it rock,
he's
hip hop?
Yeah, like rock, but he's more like soulful, like more. It's his own style in a sense.
Check it out, guys. That
Definitely.
sounds like something different. Check it out. Get out of your fucking bubble and check it out.
Yeah.
How about you, Chen? What's your bop?
Mine is a song that's called "Back to Your Love" by the Night Riots, and it is an alternative rock song.
Ooh, I like this. I like this vibe. How about you, Deegan? Well, I guess I have your fucking song right here in front of me. His song is "Boo Hoo" by Safagaw. Safagaw. What kind of is it? An alternative?
More like an alternative rap. You could. How would you describe it, Chandler? We were listening to the.
Which one was it? Was it the first one you played?
Yeah, the one I told you. This is my bop.
Yeah, it almost had a reggae feel in the beginning, and then but it was a little more upbeat, and it definitely had some rap elements for sure.
I like that. And I don't know. For me, my bop is by Nav, Nav, the rapper, and is myself, and Mac Miller's Jump Up.
Jump up.
It's I don't know why I've been in this depressive vibe, but I don't know. I like those two songs. I fuck with them. I work out to them now at my house. So
Depressed.
Yeah.
Depressed little workout.
Right.
but it works out for me. I don't know why. With that being said, guys, this was episode 15. I hope you guys enjoyed it. RG, I had a blast with you. If you want to hit us with your Instagram handle and your Snapchat, whatever you want people to know you by.
Yeah. So you can check me out on Instagram. It's of course the @ thing. Inked RG, INKED RG. So just keep
Right
it.
on.
keep
Inked,
it simple.
obviously, we didn't get to talk about your tattoos. We need to have him over just because we still have a lot of shit to
We gotta
cover.
come up the episode RG.5.
Yeah, RG.5. And then what else? I'm sorry, that was your Instagram handle.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then what was the other one?
Oh no, just that. Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah. You can't have my Snapchat. Sorry.
There you go. You have to be. You have
There
to be
you go.
special.
Private only. Private only.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
pay for that
no
shit.
dick
Premium.
pics. He doesn't want any dick
No,
pics
No,
from you
no,
guys.
no dick pics.
God damn it.
I ain't gay.
Guys send dick pics like it's nobody's business. Like they're proud of their dick.
It's already
Why the
free.
fuck?
They didn't even go to editing, dude. It's gone that far. It's going into editing.
Look
what
at
the
the
fuck?
lighting on my cock.
Yeah, I gotta hit the veins. You know, the veins gotta pop up.
Bro, I got this new vein from this fucking
I got
penis
this
workout.
Well, the bad thing is that they end up sending it to girls that don't want fucking dick pics, dude. And for some reason, it's like, dude.
So they turn to guys. Bitch, you don't want it? I'm gonna send this to my friend then. He'll appreciate it.
Yo, would you?
Some motivation right here, all right? Let's slip it under the mat.
Literally, guys, if you guys are sending random dick pics to girls, please stop. Just stop. Like, I've had so many girls that be like, why do guys send dick pics? Like, I'd just be eating soup and all of a sudden dick pic. You know, like, stop doing that shit, guys. God.
Going through my stories and my grandma was looking.
Exactly.
Dick pic.
Like, you don't know. Like,
I'm in church. Dick pic.
God.
Oh my
And guys are so proud of their cocks sometimes, man. God damn. Guys, don't do that. I'm not saying that girls don't like dick pics. There are girls that like dick pics, but upon request, if you're one of those guys that is so proud of their dick that needs to fucking photograph it and send it to half your Snapchat, stop. Just fucking stop, man. There's no way. Request? All right. Fucking send a dick pic. How about you, Chan? With that being said,
Further ado,
how about you, Chan? What's your Instagram handle?
Instagram is Chan's Jams, and they're both with Z's. ChanzJamz.
Cool beans. How about you, Deegan?
You could get me on Instagram and Snapchat with Ochoa Diego 45.
Ochoa Diego 45 for you motherfuckers out there. Or motherfuckettes. You know, if you're a girl.
Oh man.
Fuckers and fuckettes.
Fuckheads, yeah. And for me, you guys can catch me on Snapchat at dmay92. And I don't even know. Half the time, I don't even think I say my right Snapchats, you know. But dmay92 and Instagram, Derek Mayo 92. I'm sorry, guys. You guys have to spell that shit out. DEREKMAYO 92. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Fuck, man. I had a blast. And we'll see you guys next time. Embrace your weird. Deuces.
Ciao.
All right, cameras off.